morning, students. Welcome back. Today we are going to solve question number 1, 2 and 3 of exercise 8.1. Question number 1 says find the ratio of, and they have given us 4 parts. Each part we have to find the ratio. They may be given us, they have given us 2 quantities and we have to find the ratio of each of them. So part A says ratio, find the ratio of rupees 5 to 50 paise. First of all, let me clear you one thing. Whenever they have given you 2 quantities, both the quantities must be having the same units. That is, if they have given you in rupees, then it must be in rupees or paise. Both of them must be in paise form or in the rupees form. That is, the quantity must be same. If it is paise, then this convert this into paise form. Same way, if it is given us in kg, so the same quantity, the comparing quantity must also be in the kg form only. So let us start. We have to find the ratio of rupees 5 to 50 paise. So I will convert the rupees into paise. And how we can convert? 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. That you know. So definitely 5 rupees will be multiplied by 100 paise. This will be paise, right? Divide by 50 paise. Paise will cut 51 za and 52 za. So we will get 10 divided by 1, which can be written in the ratio form 10:1. So we will write, therefore ratio of rupees 5 to 50 paise is equal to 10:1. Moving forward, ratio, we have to find the ratio of 15 kg to 210 gram. This is in gram, so we will convert kg into gram. You know 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. So 15 kg will be 15,000 gram. So we will write 15 into 1000 gram divided by 210 gram. Gram will be cancelled out. 0 will be cancelled out. Now we will cut, but let me write down this as it is. 15 into 100 divided by 21. These 2 quantities can be cancelled out in 3's table. This will go 3 5s, this will go 3 7s. Now you will multiply it. So we will get 500 divided by 7, which can be written as 500:7. So next line will be, therefore ratio of 15 kg to 210 gram will be 500:7. Hope you are understanding. Now 9 meter, we want to find the ratio of 9 meter to 27 centimeter, and you know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So therefore, here we have to write 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So 9 meter we will write as 9 into 100 centimeter divided by 27 centimeter. We will cut out 9 1s are 9 and 9 3s are 27. So we will get 100 divided by 3. Now further, if I divide this, we will get in decimal form. So we will write 100:3. And then finally we will write, therefore the ratio of 9 meter to 27 centimeter is equal to 100:3. Last part of question number 1. They told find the ratio of 30 days to 36 hours. Here it is days, here it is hours. So we will convert days into hours. So we will get, you know that one day is equal to 24 hours. Therefore 30 days will be 30 into 24 hours. So we will write 30 into 24 hours divided by 36 hours will be cancelled out, and finally we will multiply 30 into 24. Let me first write down. It is 24 3s are 72, that means 720 divided by 36. 36 1s are 36 and 36 2s are 72, so we will get 36 20s are 720. Therefore ratio of 30 days to 36 hours is equal to 20:1, because 36 ones are. You can also write ratio of 720 hours to 36 hours is equal to 20:1. Similarly, ratio of 900 meter to 900 centimeter to 27 centimeter is equal to 100:3. Hope you have understood this question. Now moving to second number question, let me first write down. So question number 2 says, in a computer lab there are 3 computers for every 6 students. For every 6 students, the computers in the computer lab is 3. How many computers will be needed for 24 students? Now we want to find that how many computers will be needed for 24 students if 6 students have 3 computers. So we will apply unitary method like I have explained you in introductory lecture. Same way, we will write number of computers for 6 students is how much? 3. We will calculate it for 1 student. Number of computer for 1 student, what we will do? We will divide 3 by 6. So we will get 3 by 6. So every 1 students will be have 3 divided by 6. Now we want to find for 24 students. So what we will do? We will multiply whatever the result of 1 student. This is the result of 1 student to 24. So we will write number of computers for 24 students is equal to 24 multiplied by 3 by 6. 6 1s are 6 and 6 4s are 24. So we will require 12 computers, right? So we will write therefore number of computers required for 24 students is equal to 12. Hope you have understood. Please follow the lecture. If not understood, please follow the introductory lecture in that unitary method. Now moving further, question number 3, let me first write down. So question number 3 says, population of Rajasthan is equal to 570 lakhs and population of UP is 1660 lakhs. Also they have given us area of Rajasthan is equal to 3 lakh square kilometers and area of UP is 2 lakh square kilometers. Which we have to find is these 2 questions. This is given to us. We have to find, we are supposed to find how many people are there per square kilometer. In 1 square kilometer, how many people are residing in both these states, that is in Rajasthan and UP. Per square kilometer, that is in 1 square kilometer area, how many people are residing. And for that purpose, we will write it like this. For Rajasthan, we want to find the number of people per square kilometer, right? So we will write number of people per square kilometer is equal to total population divided by area of that state. And what is the population of Rajasthan? It is 570. So we will write 570 divided by the area, that is 3 lakh. 570 lakhs divided by 3 lakh square kilometers. So we will write 3 1za and 19 3za is 57. So we will write 3 190za is 190. 570. So we will write 190 per square kilometer, right? Per square kilometer. This will be our answer. So we will write, therefore the number of people per square kilometer in Rajasthan is equal to 190. Now for UP, same way, total number of population of UP, that is 1660 divided by 2. When we divide, I will get 2 8s are 16, 2 3s are 6, so it will be 830 per square kilometer, people per square kilometer. So we will write again, therefore the number of people residing in UP per square kilometer is equal to 830. For 1 square kilometer area there are 830 peoples, and here for 1 square kilometer area there are 190 people. Now question number 2 says, which state is less populated? Definitely the one which is having less number of people per square kilometer will be less populated. For example, in Botad there are 830 people and in Bhavnagar there are 190 people. Which two cities will be having less population? Definitely Bhavnagar. Here also the one which is less will be having less population. So we will write, from first part it is clear that Rajasthan is less populated because 190 is less than 830. Hope you have understood this question, students. If not, please go through it once more. We will meet with new lecture in new video. Till then, take care of yourself. Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.